On today's episode of the Cryptoverse, a member of the Dash community has proposed a $100,000 reward to anyone who can break Dash's transaction privacy. Also, I revisit your comments about whether the Segwit2x agreement is still valid, and a quick tutorial on how to follow me on DTube and bypass cryptocurrency censorship. All of that and a mini market roundup on today's episode of the Cryptoverse, so stay right there. Hi there guys, welcome to the latest episode of the Cryptoverse, your regular dose of news and commentary on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and blockchains. I'm your host, Chris Coney, the founder of Cryptoversity, the online school where you can learn about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and blockchains. Find out more about that at cryptoversity.com. So CoinMarketCap provides us with the data for the market roundup. And if you've missed this big banner at the top for KEXCoin, this is a project I'm involved in right now. So I invite you to go and check out KEXCoin.com. We're doing a crowdfund right now, and we've got 23 days left to go. So go check that out if you would be so kind. So biggest winner of the day, it's Dash by a country mile, up 10.95%. That's the only double-digit gainer in the top 20 that I can see. Actually, I don't even think there is any single-digit gainers in the top 20. So Dash is up 10.95%. The Dash is running around $360. We can actually refer to Coinigy for a more accurate price there. $357 exactly on Bitfinex right now. $115 million of Dash has been traded, which makes it the most traded altcoin, gives it the most traded altcoin award for the day. And this increase has put Dash, it's leapfrogged LiteCoin by market cap. It leads LiteCoin by just near enough $4 million of market cap. So Dash now reigns as the 5th most capitalized coin and LiteCoin in 6th. So like I was saying, there's only Dash has double-digit gains. So the honorable mention goes to Ethereum, and Ethereum is the second biggest mover of the day in terms of the top 20 and a gainer, but it's only gained 0.29%. So between the biggest gainer and the second biggest gainer, you've got Dash at nearly 11% and Ethereum at less than 1%. So Ethereum, if you want to buy an Ethereum token, it's trading around $285 on CoinMarketCap. If we look at Coinigy, it's $283.50, so it's moved a little bit since I loaded this screen up. And Ethereum, of course, continuing to reign supreme in second place by market cap with a $27 billion market cap. In terms of the biggest loser in the top 20, we've got Amizago here, which is down 5.7%, putting it in 12th place with a $911 million market cap. If you wanted to buy an Amizago token, you'd be looking at $9.29. Again, if we verified that on Coinigy, we can see, actually I've got it in Bitcoin right now, it's like 2 millibits. I'm trading OMG against Bitcoin, so it's 2 millibits, or in dollars, $9.27. Now for the Crazy Coin Award, we finally got a decent crazy coin. I invented this award for these reasons. Most recently, the crazy coins have been disappointing us by not being that crazy, but today, Metaverse has gained 306%. It's down there in 79th place. It has a $52 million market cap, and it's now trading at $2.31. So that means it's more than tripled in the last 24 hours. So if you held some of those, that might be a little bit of an incentive to take some profit, I would say. So well done to Metaverse there. I did have a quick look at their site there, did a bit of research on them. I think the main reason why this has gained so much is that it has just been listed on Bitfinex. That's right, I was going to say Bittrex, but no. As of yesterday, Metaverse is listed on Bitfinex. So a whole load of new trading volume has obviously come in and pushed that up. So that's my analysis of why that happened. So that's it for the market roundup. Let's move on to the news segment, starting with Dash $100,000 private send de-anonymization contest. So I don't know if you know this, you can propose proposals to the Dash network, and then the Dash network will fund various projects. And dashcentral.org is a site that lists all of the proposals, how many votes they've got, and so on. So I came across this yesterday actually, and I found this very bold indeed. Right, there's so much talk in the cryptocurrency world that it's nice to see Dash putting their money where their mouth is. Dash sells itself as like a private instant digital cash, But when Dash is often spoken about in terms of privacy, the coin mixing technology that it uses, people often portray it as being weak, right? So this proposal aims to create a specific private send transaction and then offer a prize of up to $100,000 to whoever can figure out the address that the transaction originally came from, thereby de-anonymizing it, right? So it has actually 9 days to go of voting, and it's about halfway to hitting the threshold to being passed. I personally hope this does pass. Whether someone is successful at breaking the privacy or not, Dash will be better for it. Either they'll prove that the privacy feature is solid, or it will break and they'll find out why, right? So I'll put the link in the video description to this so you can read the specifics of what they're suggesting. It's going to start off at $25,000 prize for the first 3 months, and then if no one breaks the privacy, it goes up to $50,000. Another 3 months, it goes up to $75,000, and then within 12 months, it will be $100,000. So far it's got, what, 249 votes. It needs another 266 to pass, and they have 9 days to go. So kind of very interesting stuff, that. Really putting their money where their mouth is. So revisiting the story from a couple of days ago, is the Segwit2x agreement still valid? So 2 days ago, I put out this episode of the Cryptoverse. This is going to be weird, isn't it? That's my picture in picture. There's me with the red shirt on and me with the blue shirt on. Anyway, I published this episode of the Cryptoverse in which I discussed this movement against Segwit2x, which was an agreement that the community came to about how to increase Bitcoin's network capacity in the short term. And the first part of that was to activate the segregated witness technology, which is now live, right? Now, in response to that video, not only did I get 22 dislikes, no surprise there, but many people made the same point, which is that the Segwit2x agreement, which is also known as the New York Agreement, that agreement was contingent upon there being only one Bitcoin. So these people therefore claim that as soon as Bitcoin Cash was forked off, the agreement was null and void, meaning the miners don't have to honor the Segwit2x agreement because there's now 2 chains. Now, I've done some digging around this morning, and I've read a bunch of historical materials about the New York Agreement, but I've not been able to find a specific clause that says that the New York Agreement is only valid if there's one chain, right? So I have to ask, could someone please point me to a resource that allows me to verify the exact terms of the New York Agreement? I want to see this clause for myself about if there's only one chain sort of thing. Because if it is true that the agreement was based on an assumption that there was only one version of Bitcoin, then I'll concede that miners are now free to renege on their obligations and they do not have to honor the Segwit2x agreement. Whenever you make a comment on one of my videos, on something that I say in a video, keep in mind that this is a dialogue, it's not a monologue. So the flow of information is two-way, right? I publish information at the level of awareness that I'm currently at, which is always going to exclude something that I do not know, right? So do me a favor and provide me with information that I may not be aware of, right? That way I can update my views, I can verify and falsify it for myself, move my views closer to reality, and then disseminate that information to people who tune into the show. That's kind of how this works. So let me know about that in the comments below for today if you would be so kind, as we move on to the third story. How do you use DTube? So shout out to Rodger, one of my patrons, for this. On the show yesterday, I invited everyone over to DTube to subscribe to my DTube channel. Here it is. But I neglected to give any guidance on the nuances of the process. So here we go. In order to like a video on DTube and generate some rewards for the creator, you have to be logged into your Steam account. Now, once you've created a Steam account, you can log in to any of the apps that are built on the Steam blockchain, and then you carry all your reputation and everything with you. So that's kind of pretty sweet. Now, if you don't already have a Steam account, then you can just take a moment to sign up for one. But then when it comes to actually logging into DTube, you don't want to give DTube full access to your Steam account because there's some cryptocurrency in there, right? So to log into DTube, you give DTube your username and you give it the posting key from your Steam account. So to find your posting key, what you do is you go to your steemit.com account. If you click on your face and go to your own blog, click on your wallet, and then if you go to the permissions section, what you'll find here is the first key that's listed. It says posting key. And you click that button right there next to it that says show private key. Now, normally you would never give your private key to anyone or anything. However, Steem has a more advanced permission system than your regular cryptocurrency. You actually have 4 private keys that allow you to do different things with your account. Like if we give our posting key to apps like DTube, all that will allow DTube to do is post on our Steem account. It doesn't allow it to move funds or send messages to anybody or anything like that, right? So worst case scenario, DTube goes rogue and it starts, say, spamming our account with a bunch of content, right? And if that happens, then we would just go to Steem it, change our posting key, and all the apps that had that key would get cut off from accessing our Steem account. So all third parties would be cut off when we maintain control of it. So that's pretty cool stuff, right? So I hope that's useful. It's, you know, helping, it's kind of me helping you help me at the end of the day. And who knows what other YouTubers you might find on DTube when you get signed up and logged in. All right, guys, thanks very much for joining me today. If you like this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new around here, get subscribed. And if you would like access to my very best material, such as my structured online courses that will teach you things like how to make and save money with Bitcoin, check out cryptoversity.com. All right, guys, that's all for today. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of the Cryptoverse. So until then, it's me, Chris Coney, saying bye for now.